Hello everyone, Peter here, Piotr Fissner. Guys, so we got a gift I received for free. Actually, it was at Facebook Marketplace at Edinburgh. Full tower JVC faulty for free. So I said, do you still have it? Person said yes, and I can have it. It's faulty. We don't know what it is completely. So if you don't like long videos, yes, either skip the video or go to the very end and I'll do the summary of what was wrong or what is wrong, what I need to order as a part, and how I went into the conclusion of finding, what's wrong. Yes, if you've got the time, stick with me and we will find out. Yes, I don't know completely nothing because I just brought it in. I didn't even take it out of the bags. You see those bags behind me over there. So let's do it. Yes. So there is a cable from one of the TVs I bought yesterday as well. 2 TVs. That's the remote. But here is a Hi-Fi. Okay. I don't see a remote, so probably we've got no remote with it. What it is. I'll show you the closer look up. So it's just a Hi-Fi system. That's it. I don't know what's the probably. Okay, I think you can quite closely see it. I hope it's good enough for now. So let's put it away. Okay, the bag is from non-smoking house. I can say that this is smelling like a laundry, so it's a good sign that no smoking house. Yes. Now this is one of the speakers, and this has probably a subwoofer as well. The wires are thin, so it doesn't have great power. So for house it's okay. Not for parties. How many watts it's showing? So it's a yeah. 110 watts, 3 ohms. Yeah, go for it. If I would put 70 watts of my, or 90 watts, it's whatever this Sony is, I'm going on a bet that this speaker would blow off immediately. But it's a nice looking speaker, and it's a wooden one, it's not a plastic one, so that's a good quality. So okay, one speaker, and let's take that subwoofer. Or actually no, guys, maybe this is, yeah, it might be because it has a wider membrane here in the center. So you see this one inside is not that thin, it's wider. Yes, so this might be, and this has only, this hole doesn't have trebles here. Yes, 180 watts and but let's check the power consumption of this. I would say that's about, let's exaggerate, let's do 60 watts that takes. Okay, power consumption 95 watts. So now you can imagine, yes, if that has a 95 watts consumption, how those speakers can give you 110 or 180 watts, which is together like 300 or 400 even watts, because it's a 220 and 180. Yes, so how? No can do. It's simple, no can do. And yes, that's a subwoofer, 8 to 16 ohms, and speakers 3 to 6 ohms. So yay, happy days. Anyways, let's plug that in. It should be faulty. Do we hear anything? No. Do we have a short on this to not blow the fuse straight away? Just a quick checkup, because that will take us maybe even seconds, not minutes. And we won't be afraid of plugging it to the mains. Okay. Yes. No. Good. Okay. So let's do it. So we see standby light. We get a light here, standby. It's lighting up and going down. Power on again. It's lighting up and going off. And going off. So it receives power and gives some power back, but it's looking like there is an issue with power supply, not the device itself, but with the power supply. Okay, so it's a thing to be opened. That's what we love about it. Yes, avoid warranties. That's what we do. And what do we have? We've got a PH1, PH2 kind of screwdriver will be needed. And then there are 2 on each side screws as well. So let's open it. And again, please remember to skip it. You know, it's no point to watch whole long videos. PH2 will do, that's fine. For this JVC. No point for you to look, I'm unscrewing several screws. What's the point? What's the value? I'll get a container just for the screws, I think. Okay. And let's see if we need to order parts or we've got parts somewhere. And so that we can fix it maybe today on this video, or order parts and fix it next time. Okay, so the back is done. Now these 2. PH2 as well, since screwdriver fits. Okay, 1 screw. I'm quite curious what's wrong. Probably something small like MOSFET, chip controller, or I don't believe capacitors here, but never know. Maybe. Capacitors can fail for no reasons. Doesn't matter, device from before the 2000 or after 2000 or 2020, capacitors still can go wrong. So you never know with them. Okay, can we pull it? No, can we? Okay, like that. That's fine. Let's do it. Okay, so we get main board on this side and we get power supply here. Do we see any sign of burn? That's my first question. And I need for that this magic magnifier. And you would like to probably see what I'm doing. I will light up. Oh, my USB is disconnected. Okay. Okay, we see a bit of dust, to be true. No blown components. No pop-out capacitors. only a dust. Okay. No dark coils, no anything. So it doesn't look that there is some physical damage. But power comes here on this side, goes through the fuse, which we know it does because it wouldn't otherwise. And then it's supply as, so that's like a hot side to the transformer. There is a transformer, I'll show you here. Yes, so, and there is another two PB3, so LED free. Okay, let's put it here, maybe like that. I know it's not vivid. How many microfarads we've got? 330 microfarads, 220 volts. So now the question is, should we try to see if those capacitors doesn't hold capacitance, because it's an old probably stuff, because it has a CD and still the iPad player, yes, or whatever player it is. I'd say it's an iPad player, but it looked like. So what I want to say is, so we could check capacitance. If the capacitance is fine, because they are looking okay, maybe they are fine, then we could look for some chip, yes, fault in some chip. It will take me a bit time to take everything apart here, because it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws here, 7 screws underneath this, so I need to take this one out as well, this fan, and once this one is out, I can take this board out. Next, we can see if we've got voltage here on this side, then we can check if we can get voltage on this side, because that's the main board, but that doesn't look like there is an audio amplifier, so this will be an audio amplifier then. Yes, and there are connectors for the speakers at the back on that side, so that would be our audio amplifier, that would be our power supply, that would be our main board. That's audio in board, that's phones board, so there are two boards here inside. Okay, so that the far one, I'll get a light permanently mounted, because it's annoying here to work like that. Okay, so that one is the audio in, and that one is headphones, and that's the control panel, all control panel with display, and at the top we've got a CD, yes, CD here, which we don't care much, but somebody has lost a disc, and that's probably some unbranded one. So anyways, that's fine. What I want to say is, let's try to take this board out first. Okay, I'll pause the recording, or you know what, you can skip. I won't be pausing the recording. You can skip, and I can just do it. If I'll do it, you don't want to watch, that's fine, understandable, waste of time. As I said, first goes this fan here, same screw, so goes to the same tray, yes, same size, so can go to the same tray. Now we've got this one off our way, can end up on the power, on the audio amplifier, and I see that's suspicious a bit. You see it's banded. I don't know what somebody have done here and why it's banded, but it shouldn't be. Okay, so either somebody was tinkering inside, or don't know. It is what it is, you know. what I want to say is we need to cut that through, because there is a cable type stuff. Please feel free to skip in those times, because it's really no value. If you know how to open stuff, you don't need to learn it. But if you don't know how to open stuff, it's worth to go for 2 hours on the video even, if that's the case. Take out the board. I would shout to my wife, bless you, but I would have to shout loud because she was sneezing. Same size? No, that's not the same size. Okay, let's do it then. It's a shorter one, so power supply has shorter screw. I could get shorter screwdriver. But this one is doing fine, so what's the point? We're not interested in a CD as much as we are in the radio, amplifier, aux in. Yes, that's what we're interested in mainly. If CD doesn't work, it's fine. I might be able to resurrect it, but if not, that's a-okay. Okay, so let's try to take it out, and that's what we want to see. The rest can go on the side for now. We need to understand what's wrong and what's the culprit of the fault now. If we will see that most of the components are fine, then in that case we can move on. Yes, but for now let's just brush it off. I'll go outside and I'll brush it off and I'll pause the video. Okay guys, so I did a visual inspection automatically when I've cleaned it up, and I've noticed this one on the other side. So let's have a look. It's not looking well under the darker light, so no light. Yes, first let's take it the other way around. Where are you? Here. Okay, so we need to zoom in on you. Now you can see that the color on this side and color of this, it's really different. Yes, it's not that nice green color, it's black color. Here it was boiling, so the flux was boiling. Yes, so here those diodes which we've seen on the other side are not happy with us. Okay, these ones are moving, or because that's looking like the solder, you see, like the solder doesn't hold anymore. Let's try them in the diode. And the same with the second one. Look, you see, you can move it. So it is holding at the back, okay, but let's try them on in the diode mode and let's see what does it do for us. Yeah, so we get a beep from anode to cathode. So from the, what's the time of the recording? So it's about 19 minutes. So from 18 minutes it's worth to watch, you see. So let's do here and let's do, so it's okay, it's 500. Yes, let's say it's right. the other way around it shouldn't work. And it doesn't, yes? It just moves and it's just wobbly, really wobbly. And the second one, what about the second one? The same story. The red probe, it's on the anode here on this, and then on the silver probe I'll need to do it from, okay, that's 500 about as well. And when we will reverse polarity, so the black one will go onto this one will go O, why? You shouldn't, you should have 0, null. I don't know what the diode is, but for sure I wouldn't expect from this diode. Oh, that's what I would expect from this diode. I need more light, guys. Ah, okay, I'm touching here the radiator. So it would be better if I would do it from the other way around here. Okay, so it's nothing. This way. It's 500. Okay, so this diode is okay. So they are looking bad, but they are okay. And the same story is with this one. 500. But what I don't like is this. I'll show you in the or how it will go without light. Okay, that's fine as well. What I want to say is it is soldered. It is soldered. So I can't say it's not soldered. And this one is weird as well. Okay, so we can't say it's not working because of this, but because it's so black here, I would still want to just put a bit of flux and treat it with some heat, just in case. Okay, I know I don't have to do it, I know it, but when I see such thing, you know, I'd rather get a bit of flux, redo them. If anything, you know, that's at least I tried. I can't blame myself. Okay, so that's the thing. That's the thing. Yes. Sometimes you see that it actually a cold solder or something. Okay, so here, if you can move this diode, that's never good. I'll put some light on. Yeah, exactly. I don't like to move objects. Okay, that's enough. Let's do them. Switch it off. So now this. Cool. New. Oh yes, getting hot. That's nice. And smell like a laminate. Nice and crispy. Okay. Switch off soldering iron. Check these diodes again. If the value didn't change, we can definitely move on. It's hot, that's why it's a difference, and it's showing only 300. Yes, because that's the hotness of the diode. Once it will be cooled down, it will change back again. And here, nothing. Okay, cool. And we know these diodes should be okay because this is giving us a light, yes? So now we get one more diode here. 600, 500, good, and the opposite way. Oh. Okay, it's one. So those diodes are fine. But we got those capacitors now, yes? So let's get capacitance meter. We won't be accurate if we use them inside the board. We won't, but as long as we can see something that will satisfy us, let's do 2000 microfarads. I don't think there is one which is 2000. 1000 there is. Okay, cool. And here 2200, there is one. 2200 microfarads. So there is one which is like that, and that's only one, which is 20 milli. Don't know if you can see this. Ooh, oh, that's my laptop. That's okay. Yeah, the other one is inside the box, and my one was outside. That's fine. That doesn't matter. That's this, so that's, yeah, okay, it's even showing the right way, even though it's inside this board. So the next one is here, another one. Which one is minus? Minus is on the other side. Okay, so let's don't charge it the wrong way. And that's one. You see, that's fine as well, because that's one, and that's 1100 with a tolerance, so that's fine. I wouldn't say it's a problem. That's another 1000. Where's the minus? Here. Yeah, fine. And here is the top. Top is a minus. That's 28.28. So that's 330. But how many percent of tolerance? Probably they are, they are starting to go off, but they are still good. I wouldn't say they are the issue. Yeah, 29 again. So I would neglect the capacitors. And it's either some IEC, or there is something on the board which is causing no power on. So what else can we do? There are two ICs. This one is the first one, and during the power on, that's a management probably, and that's the second management here. Okay, it's here, yes. SK821. SK821, okay. SK821, and this one. SK7N1. Okay. Now the question is it this or this SC6700? I know you don't see it, but maybe now we can. I'm never 100% sure which one it is. So sometimes I need to go and check the top one, and then if it's not existing, then I'm checking the bottom one. And please notice that that's a 4-pin on one side and 4-pin on second side packaging, yes, so we need to match that one as well. And then you can find the datasheet for it. When you've got a datasheet, you can know if it receives proper power, yes, or not. If it doesn't, then you know what's the problem. Like here, we got the fuse. Okay, it will work, of course, we know it, but yeah, you see the second one has a fuse as well, or no, doesn't. No, it doesn't, but it has a resistor, yes, 220 or something. Where are you? Shoot. Yes. Let's put on 2 kilo. Oh, that's over 2 kilos, so that's 2.2 kilo. Oh, guess what? That's on 20 kilo and it doesn't. What? That's 2202, so that's that much? Okay, so that's not 20, that's 2202, that's mean 22. That's fine. But these are fine. How I know it? Because it's initially powering on, and that's 108, so that's 108, yeah. That's accurate as well. But as I said, you know, I wouldn't say these are wrong, neither these chips, because we've got initiating power, yes. So yes, I wouldn't suspect here anything for now. I would just try to power it on. Let's get this one off our way. Switch on this. Let's get the light up. Let's get this power in. Okay. Let's put it back on the desk. And let's see if only the problem was with soldering on those diodes which were loose. Which probably it's more to that, but we need to start off something. Now I want to plug in everything, but again I know that if I will plug it in everything and there will be a fault, I won't recognize this fault. So I can't measure it underneath. I would have to take this one out. Okay, but I don't want to. So yay. So let's do only the power for now. Okay, let's don't do the second, which is going to the amplifier or to the main board. Okay, so you know what? Let's do the main board. I'll show you what I'm doing. Let's do the main board first. Okay. Let's plug in first the main board. And observe what it will do. Okay. Once we know power is in, stable, no other objects disturbing. Sorry for the wobbliness from my side. Okay, do we have a standby? We've got standby. We've got no power because there's no audio amplifier plugged in, yes, so that's okay. Darkening and putting back together itself, yes. We need to do gentle. You shouldn't do it with a power in, but whoa. Okay, so we've got this and it's going off again. So there is a no power coming into this board in that case. See this one, I didn't even bother to take it away. I would say that the power supply still doesn't produce enough power. I'll find schematics to this and I'll see how many volts do we need to take out of it. Then we can take out this power, yes, take it out, plug it in here on the desk, and then we can measure what the voltage we have, because I wouldn't say, you know, there is any other issue than the power supply for it. Once we know, we will be able to verify what's wrong, but for now let me pause and find the schematics. Okay guys, so I got schematics. I want to show you. It's easy to online, you can find quite a few of them. So it's not exactly the same as we see on this board here, but we can see that the model match. Yes, so it's a CA-MXKC68, so that's the same. Now we see that we should have respectively 28 plus and minus volts plus the ground on one of the connectors, and then there is the second connector which should get us 5 volt, 28 volt and 12 volt. That's what we should see on it. Yes, so let's see if we can get these volts out of this power supply when it's plugged in, and it is plugged in and it is on standby. So let's see if we can get anything out of that thing. I'll need to look at the meter. DC28, so I need to put on 200, switch it on, and let's try, you know, let's try even on this, because it's an easier access, I'd say, or maybe one here, one, and we've got 26 volts, so I wouldn't say it's a problem with this. 26.4. Now what do we have respectively here? That's 11. That should be 0. And it is 0. Okay. So that's 11. And that's minus 14. And in between them there is 26. That's weird. Because if I will take out the power from mains, we should have 0 now. If no, let's press the power button. Okay, we should have 0 now. That's still 26 volts. Okay, it's dropping, that's fine. But what I'm trying to do here is switch to the diode mode and see if this middle one will be shorted. No, they are not. And these are not as well. These, they count. Okay, now I've got ya. Oh, it's dark, you don't see. I forget to look what you're seeing. Okay, so these are as per schematic. These two are connected in between each other. Yes, okay, so we know that those middle ones here are connected as per schematic, and then one should be plus, so this side should be minus 28. And when you look at this meter here, I need to catch a better view. Okay, we can go 200. And we will plug that in. Power. Now I will put to the center one to the center, yes, and one on each side, so that's minus 16, and we should have minus 28, which we've got minus 15, and then here we've got only 12 volts. Okay, so it's looking like we don't have enough power, enough juice. Now the question is why? Some voltage stabilizer, or yeah, okay, I took ground from the other place and it's the same story. So we know that we don't get it, and we should get it. See, the via is coming here, then there is a resistor, and what is here? We need to look from transformer now. Okay, I see transformer. And then there should be some voltage regulator or some chip. We've got a chip, but it's that underneath. Okay, so I need to take it out. I need to take it out so that I will be able to see, you know, where we reach a point that there is a good power coming in, and where we can't get good power out. So I'll take it out. Guys, I'll pause it because there's literally, you know, like no value in it. You see me taking it out anyway, and as I said, it's better to skip to the end and then you know, just have a conclusion, what was wrong, how I went into the conclusion. Yes, this video is only for those who can spare the time, but those who can't spare the time and you would like to see what was the fault and how I fix it in detail, then you watch the video. If you don't need to watch me in detail how I've done it, then you can just, you know, watch the ending and then you will know. So guys, I'm pausing again. Okay guys, so in the part 1 we've checked that. I see some components already, one in particular. Probably the rest is not getting voltage the way they should get. I'll be ordering stuff from China, so we will have part 2. Hopefully nothing else will be wrong. There are 2 chipsets, SMD components at the bottom on this side here. I've checked them, these are fine. I've got data sheets for them, they are okay. It's SL6700 and the second one is CI3000KS, yes? So 3012 KS actually. So these are fine, but I found a problem on the other side of the board. So because I don't have these parts in stock, or maybe I have in some other device and I don't know, I will have to look if I have. If I don't have them, then I have to order it from AliExpress, because I will be ordering from AliExpress. That might be a whole month before we will have conclusion of this Hi-Fi, yes? And I don't want to replace this power supply, because we probably could use my power bench supply, you know, and run it and see if it's working or not. But I want to fix this power supply, that's why I will order parts from AliExpress. I will show you how I've diagnosed then which part is faulty, and we will replace this part and we will know exactly what it is. So what we had in the part 1, in this part we had JVC Hi-Fi with a subwoofer for free, yes, from Facebook Marketplace. We found that the power supply is not getting full voltage. We expect it to have 28 volts per schematics, and we see only 12-13 volts. So we know that the power is not, switching power supply is not giving us full power, full potential, and that's why we see that we've got an issue with this, yes, with power. So I found which, hopefully one component, I need to double check it, that's why I want to finish this recording right now. I want to double check this one, and then I want to check if I've got these components at home, and this video would lag for so long, you know. I don't want to have videos for hours anymore. If I can do, you know, like 40 odd minutes, that's long enough. And it's not worth even for you to watch, you know, how exactly what. That's why we will do everything, you know, in detail, how I've diagnosed it in the part 2. Yes, but this part, if you don't want to watch the rest, you know, the start of the video, don't watch it. You'll have conclusion in the part 2 anyway. But in today's episode, that's everything. Guys, if possible, let's save them all. And we'll see each other in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.